Hello guys, welcome back to another video. This is a collectible guide for the Intermission DLC in Final Fantasy VII Remake. I'm basically just showing you everything here that you get collectible wise and sort of in a chronological order as you go through the story. So to begin, this is your start inventory. Yuffie, she's got a weapon 4-point shuriken, she's got the ninja armlet armor, and that's Materia she's got. Now, with this commentary as well, I'm going to be showing you everything on screen, but I'm out in this commentary just to give you a few tips along the way. So, ninja armlet, anything you've got attached to that armor, any materia, will be doubled. And synergy, by the way, the synergy materia has actually been fixed in this version. In the PS4 version, it used to cost an ATB, and it used to use MP as well on whoever you set it to, but on this one it doesn't. It actually shows in brackets underneath the name. In the PS5 version it's been fixed. Now when you've got synergy attached to your ally, it doesn't cost any ATB or any MP, so it's actually quite a great ability material to use now. So you definitely want to think about using it, definitely on hard mode. And when it comes to Yuffie's weapons, every weapon she has an upgrade, AP upgrade. And you can always buy it on the first note. So with that, whenever you change weapon, always make sure you buy the AP upgrade first, guys, because what that does, it doubles your AP you get from enemies, and it actually doubles what Sonon gets as well, your ally you get later. So it doesn't just double what Yuffie gets, it doubles it overall, so your ally will get double AP again later. And when it comes to your armor, and whether your armor doubles AP as well, it sort of stacks. So the AP up on the weapon will double the MP, the AP the enemy gives you to begin with. Then the ninja armlet will double it again, and then if you've got an AP up materia attached, that doubles it again. So it sort of stacks, so it's pretty good. Combine them all. So starting inventory, this is the first material we will find. HP up, guys. This is it on the map. I'll always show you the location on the map first, and then obviously I'll run to it. So just when you get inside the first warehouse, as you begin the game, you come across this HP up. This HP up will always be here, even when you restart a chapter or you come in hard mode. The HP and MP ups always respawn, but when it comes to the more unique materia, like elemental for example, or warding, they do not respawn, unfortunately. You can only get one of them throughout a game. They normally, if it's something unique, it always gets replaced with a healing materia. Right, so I'll just leave that there, guys, to show you where the HP up is, and I'll see you on the next collectible. So this one is a accessory, power wrist guards, and these respawn whenever you come back in here. These will be back here, but this is not expensive to buy from the shops anyway. Basically what this does, I believe it increases your strength by 10%. I think it's 10. I can't recall if it's 5 or 10%. I think this one's 10%, it increases your strength. I'll just show you here on the inventory. So 5%, sorry. This one is 5%, increases your strength. And that's just after you leave the warehouse. So next collectible, guys, you come across naturally is the wind materia. So shortly after, you sort of make a bridge and you get across a big sort of canyon. You fight two sort of dog enemies, and after them, rather than heading into the tunnel, just head around the outside here, and you come to this tower with a ladder, and climb up this ladder, and basically it's at the top of the tower, guys. This is wind materia, and I don't know why, but wind is always limited in Final Fantasy VII. You can always buy how many fire, ice and lightning that you want, but wind is always limited. It's not like it's really overpowered. I think it's better on PS5. I think it hits twice now when you cast it, so it's a little bit better. But it's not like it's overpowered. But when you come back later, that will be replaced with a healing materia. And you can also get one more wind later on in the junk shop, by the way, so you can get 2 in total of the wind materials. Next up is a MP up. Once you sort of get close to Sector 7 slums next to the town, you come to the sort of scrapyard first, and this is actually here in the map. I think it's just MP up in the main game. In the main game, there's something else in this tunnel in exactly the same place. But I think I remember that being an ice materia. I think. But yeah, you got an MP up here, guys, just in this cave here. This will always be here. MP ups are not red. Come across. You can buy them from the vending machines or from the item shop. Next up is a weapon, the boomerang. So when you get into the little hideout, you'll find the boomerang. It's just in the corner when you come down the steps. That's where it is. And this has an AP up ability as well. So just like you did with the first weapon, whenever you change Yuffie's weapon, always upgrade that AP up ability so it doubles your AP. And you always want to try and use your ability first, so you get maximum proficiency, so then you can use that ability with any weapon. And by the way, you get 3 weapons with each character on the DLC. Next up will be the start of the Fort Condor quest. So once you're in the hideout, you need to talk to each of the 3 NPCs here twice. Talk to each of them twice, and that will exhaust all their dialogue and advance the story. And once you've done that, you can talk to Polk, and that'll start the Fort Condor quest. He'll give you the Fort Condor starter pack, and when you beat him, you'll get a sentry gun prototype FC piece, and you also get 1 Condor coin, and you'll also get a new board and a new piece. Now I'm just going to give you a quick few tips on how to play Fort Condor. I'm not going to show you every battle, just going to quickly speed through this one. So when you're playing Fort Condor, these battles can take a long time if you try and be really strategic, but it's best to just lob a dog down. A dog always goes straight for a tower, by the way. A dog always goes straight for a tower, so it's best just lob a dog down, get him to go for that central tower in the middle, and just lob all your pieces around him, because all you have to do is knock down that middle tower, the sort of home fort thing, and that will win. So just lob a dog down, he will rush forward, and then lob all your units around the towers. It's just quicker to do it that way. Yes, that's what you'll get, guys, for beating him, and you'll get that side quests become available. You get them FC boards, then pieces, and a Condor coin. Right, so I'm going to show you these shops. Probably don't need to, but I just want to show you what they contain and sort of give you just a bit of some tips about them. So this is a weapon shop. Well, technically, he don't really have any weapons, so I don't think it's worthy of that title anymore. He doesn't even sell any on the next playthrough. Yeah, so basically the weapon shop, that's where you're going to find all your armor. You're not going to find any weapons, just armor. So you'll find all your armor in there, and there'll be a few accessories. The weapon shop, basically any armor or accessories you can buy, he should have most of them. There'll be a few which you get from the junk shop, but for the most part, he's got every piece of armor and accessory you can buy. So this is a Happy Turtle ad campaign. You get a trophy for doing this, and you also get quite a lot of you get a little bit of materia from it, and it also makes more Fort Condor pieces become available in his shop. So that's where you find him, just there, the Happy Turtle ad campaign, and talk to him to begin it. And you've basically got to find 6 flyers, and once you find them all and report back to him, that will pop the Turtle-tastic trophy. Now I'm just going to show you this bit with him a little bit longer. I just want to show you his inventory, which becomes available as you progress the quest line. Well, not the quest line, the Fort Condor quest line. As you beat the Fort Condor players, more pieces and boards will become available within his shop, and they don't cost too much to buy. There, where you can find all the flyers, by the way. It doesn't matter too much. I'm going to be showing you where they are. But when it comes to his shop, like I say, they do cost Condor, and you don't really have to farm it. Basically, as long as you're sort of buying things as you go along, you should have enough Condor to buy everything. You might have to play 1 or 2 more games to get them last Condor coins that you need. So this is sort of everything he sells. And like I say, as you beat the players, more will become available. I've not listed everything on the right because you can see his shop inventory here. When you're playing Fort Condor, by the way, you got to play like level 1 players, and once you beat them, the level 2 players become available. Once you beat them, the level 3 player becomes available, and then once you beat him, you have the Grandmaster to fight, and once you beat the Grandmaster, that'll be basically everything that will be available in the shop will be available at that point. And dependent on the level of the player, in the fight Condor. Depends on how much Condor coins you get when you win. And when you beat the Grandmaster, you get 4 Condor coins per win. So in order to farm Condor coins, it's best just to keep beating the Grandmaster. And if you beat everyone once, you only have to beat Grandmaster probably 2 more times in order to get enough to buy everything in the shop, guys. Everything in the shop. I'll mention again later with the Grandmaster when I actually show him. But yes, this is everything that's available in his shop, guys. And when it comes to actually finding every single piece, there's 28 pieces to find, 28 Fort Condor pieces and 10 boards, and you can find them all in this first chapter, guys. You find everything in this first chapter. Now, the first flyer for the Happy Turtle campaign, this is not too far from where he is. You can just see it there on the map. So sort of just past where he was. There'll be this little play area, and hidden behind all these boxes on the wall here, there's a flyer. So that's flyer number 1, newsletter 1 out of 6. And then after that, we're going to move straight onto the second flyer. Just keep heading east on the map. Yeah, that will sort of bring you down here. So you sort of head east and then south, and that will bring you down here. And there's also a chest down here and a Fort Condor player, but you can't play him until later. So that's where we are. And this one, you actually have to... There it is, but it's obstructed. So you have to jump over this box, look up to the left, and lob your shuriken at it. That will release a balloon, make the flyer fall down, and we can jump back and pick it up from the floor.
The Gumshoe Ninja strikes again.
There we go, and this chest just next to it, guys, there's a Fort Condor piece in this one. You've got Riot Trooper barracks in that chest. Next up, we've got another Fort Condor player. So this is going to be the first sort of level 1 player. Johnny. Yeah, we're going to beat Johnny at Fort Condor. Once you beat him, you get the Elite Riot Trooper defense, and you get 2 Condor coins. And by the way, whenever you beat level 1, level 2 and level 3, each time you beat everyone on that level, you'll get a new board. I think it's Battalion Board 1 for first, then it's Assassin Board 2, level 2, then I think number 3 is Battalion Board 3, and then I think the last one is in a Grandmaster board, but you actually have to buy that. So next up, we're playing the next Fort Condor player. The next level 1 Fort Condor player, that's this guy, the Shimra middle manager. He's a little middleman we have to go through. He'll drop, once you beat him, he'll give you the Elite Grenadier ranged, and he'll give you 2 Condor coins. There we go, quick win that was. 1 piece, 2 coins. And next up, we'll be heading into the item shop. About to call it junk shop then, but no, this one's the item shop. So this is exactly where he was in the main game, and similar to the weapon shop, well, not similar, so weapon shop doesn't really sell any weapons. This guy, he still sells what he actually says he's going to sell. He's not trying to fool you. He's still got some items, he's got all the materia which is purchasable. Other than these, anything else you find will not respawn. Anything you find, any loose materia, will not respawn. So you got all these. I think you can get time materia again, but other than that, you can't get any others. Some of these materia you won't find anywhere else. You have to buy them from him, like sort of barrier and revival. You need to buy it from here. That's the item shop. And Kyrie here, the last level 1 player. Yeah, because she's the last level 1, once we beat her, it will unlock the level 2 players. And we also get that battalion board number 1. You have to play these again in hard mode, and hard mode they're a lot more difficult. And by the way, in hard mode, once you beat them all in hard mode, you actually get, you don't get pieces anymore. Obviously, you still get the coins, but you also, every person you beat, you get a manuscript for both your characters. So you get 2 manuscripts for every person you beat on hard mode, and each manuscript gives you 10 SP for your weapon. So materia. We've got another warding, well not another warding, another materia even, but it's hidden through this tunnel in that sort of middle area, and you probably actually saw this when we walked past earlier when we first came into the slums and we headed into the hideout. You probably saw this materia, but it's a wooden one, that blue one in the corner, and later on when you come here on any future replays, this will just be a healing. I think it was a healing, if my memory serves me right. Yeah, the little green one, the little green ball, healing materia. And after that we're going to get another turtle flyer. This is turtle flyer number 3 out of 6, and you got a game of ice cream, a game of... This game has many names. This game has many names. When I was young, it used to be called ice cream, but I think the kids call it something different now when they play it at school. I think it's called something different in America as well. But basically, you got to keep making your way forward without the dog noticing you. So as soon as he puts his head down to have a quick nap, once he's having a nap, walk forward to the next crate. Just be careful. She does try to fool you. Our little sneaky dog. There he is. You thought he's about to have a nap, but no, he's just shaking off all them fleas. Yeah, don't go near him. He's got a lot of fleas on him. There we go. Once he goes for a quick nap, walk down here, and the turtle fly's just on there near that window. Just be careful when you go to collect it. You do not knock the mop and bucket on the floor, because that'll wake up the doggy. And then once you get that flyer, straight after, there's a materia just up the ladder. Chakra materia. This does not respawn. This will be a healing on future replays, and you actually get 2 of these. There'll be another one that we get later. So you got chakra materia at the top of this in a chest. Oh, sorry, not in a chest. It's loose. Tell a lie. It's loose. And then later on, like I said, we'll get another one of these materias. Next up, yeah, that little pussy cat. We could go and get that dog from where we just were, chase it off. But we're just going to head in there solo. And that's where we are, just near the junk shop. In the main game, I think we fought some rats in here and some of the Corneo enemies. But the cat you want to talk to is right at the back. Yeah, right at the back. Usually the one you want is always the one furthest away. There it is. He's got a turtle flyer. Greedy thing. It's got 2 bowls of food as well. Wow. And it wants a turtle flyer. So that's flyer number 4 out of 6. And that chest next to him is nothing important. So that's why I didn't mention it. I think it's high potion or an elixir. Yeah, it's nothing important in that chest. So next up, guys, the junk shop. Now, a lot of people don't know this, but his junk shop, his inventory is random. It's not really random. I mean, there's only sort of 2 or 3 different selections it can choose, but each time you play a Fort Condor match, his inventory will change, and he can have a wind materia, but that's limited. You can see here that only has 1. He sells the Iron Maiden. That's infinite, as you can see. I think the Iron Maiden in the main game, you can only get 1. He also has MP absorption, the Force Bracelet, the Security Officer Barracks, and the Missile Launcher for Condor pieces. And he also has HP absorption, the Moth Unit. He's got the Astral Cuff there, you see. And he also has Look Up Materia. And like I say, his inventory changes when you play a Fort Condor match. So to spawn his inventory quicker, to change it quicker, but it's quicker, just come over, speak to Jessie, start a game with her, then as soon as it begins, just forfeit quickly, then run back around to him. And you want to get them when you're first here, so that while you're going through the rest of the chapters, you can be upgrading them, leveling up materials. Some materials do take a long time to max out. Now Jessie, once you play her, you'll get the Grenadier Barracks and Condor coin number 3, and you get Assassin Board number 2. Now the Assassin Board number 2, it won't be necessarily from her. That's from the last level 2 player you beat. And although I've got them in a different order here, when I played, I did actually, obviously I fought Roach first, but I've tried to put them all in chronologically in like a nice order, optimal order for you. So that Assassin's board will come from your very last level 2 player that you beat. And Roach, he drops an Elite Heli Trooper piece, and he gives you 3 Condor coins. And just after Roach, you got a flyer number 5 here. That shop to the east, by the way, it's crap. That's why I've not mentioned it in this collectible guide. It doesn't sell literally much at all. It's got a little sticker on the shop on the front saying buy one get one free, but it doesn't give you one free at all. It's just a troll. But here is flyer number 5 out of 6, so we need one more, and the last one is in the factory. Now when you get the last one, when you get the very last one, it will spawn you. It will ask if you want to spawn back at the old snapper, so you do want to try and get this one last, because it saves you walking all the way back. You can just say yes and it'll warp you back to him. And here in the sort of southwest corner of the factory is a second chakra materia. There it is, so Sonon can have one as well. The second chakra materia. And in the sort of north corner of the factory, hidden behind these crates, is a chest. And inside it you have a mono drive. You have a mono drive piece. There you go, just in this chest. Nicely tucked away there, hidden behind the crates. And once you get to sort of eastern part, there'll be 2 venom mantis you have to fight. And here you've got a materia and you have a flyer. You want to get this materia first, and this is a first strike materia, so you want to get this materia first and then get this last flyer afterwards, because once you get this flyer you're going to walk back to the old snapper if you choose yes, and it will save nothing to walk back yourself. So get the first strike materia first, then come over here, grab this last flyer. Because it's last flyer, it'll ask if you want to walk back to the old snapper. And once you finish this mission, you'll get the magnifying materia for finishing it. Yeah, walk back to the old snapper, and of course you'll also get a Turtle-tastic trophy as well, which I've mentioned already. There you go. Magnifying materia, you just saw it in the background there, sort of, and Turtle-tastic trophy. Now we're going to play a level 3 player, and that's going to be Wedge. And because he's the only level 3 player, we're going to get Armored Shock Trooper for beating him. Going to get 3 Dog Condor coins, and because he's the only level 3 player, we're going to get Battalion Boyd number 3 for beating him. There we go, quick win. Nothing can withstand my turrets. And then once you beat him, the Grandmaster will become available. Yeah, challenge rank 4 players, but there's only one. Here he is. I'm sure you knew. The Grandmaster, of course it's going to be Chad Lee. Good old Chad is here. So that's where he is. And when you talk to him, you can... There's a VR there. It's one VR sim, and no other VR sims will become available other than this one, and other than the simulator in Chapter 2. But this one is for beating Rama. I think it's Ramu. Beat him. This is on easy difficulty, so I'm not going to show how to beat him. I will show on hard, but on easy I'm not going to show. But once you beat him, you've got the Ramu summoning materia, and you only get one summoning materia, by the way, on the DLC, so Sonon cannot have one. And once you beat him, the Grandmaster, you'll get the AP up materia, you get 10,000 gil, and you get 4 Condor coins. You also get the trophy Game Set Master, and that's for beating the Grandmaster. And once you beat Chadley, the Grandmaster board becomes available to buy from the old snapper. Yeah, it's not a reward. It basically makes it become available at the old snapper. There we go, and you complete that quest, mastering Fort Condor. The apprentice becomes the master, well, the Grandmaster. So we've done everything that you need to do before you progress the story, and we've come back to the hideout to progress the story. Sonon's become available now, and these are what he begins with. He's got the marshalist staff, he's got a studded bracer, and the materia he's got the item master, auto cure, provoke, and first strike. And he's got a first strike materia, guys. The next armour we get as a story reward. As you progress the story a bit, eventually you come here, you have to defeat a few Corneo lackeys, and that's your reward, the Chthonian armlet. That's your reward for beating these guys, and that's a armour. And I'll just show you it there. Basically, it's It's got 4 slots, and it also improves when you combine it with the Gauzy drive and the Measure drive. It basically improves them. So the next accessory is just in this chest along the story path. Just keep following the story. You'll come to this wall you have to smash. It's just there, and just in the corner next to that wall, and you've got a kindred cord here. And I'll just show you what it actually does. So it reduces A to B cost for synergized abilities. Next weapon we're going to get is the Underrate Staff. It's a staff, so it's for Sonon, and you'll find this just as you're about to leave the slums, right to the far east, past the train station. There you go, you find it here in this chest. The next item we're going to find in the chest is the Fort Condor piece here, sweeper, ranged, and this should be the last Fort Condor piece. After this, as long as you've collected everyone beforehand, this will be piece 28, and this should be the last of every single piece. Next up, we've got another Materia, and this is the prayer Materia. You find this here. Yeah, so this is the shipping facility, basically. You know where we are because we've just got the Fort Condor piece. But yeah, I'm just trying to show you as much as I can on the map so you don't miss this. So you see where we are, shipping facility, upper level. And you find it's just in here on the corner. You have to come sort of down this way anyway to lobby a shuriken at a switch to stop the conveyor belt. And after you beat this sort of story enemy, he will drop the Gauzy drive. Yes, he will drop that. And I'll show you what this does. So, increases damage dealt proportional to character's current HP. And I think what it does is it adds 10% of your HP, it adds that onto your damage. So 10% of your HP, it basically adds that onto your damage. So it's quite good. But I'm not quite sure if it's classed as proportional damage though, and I know quite a lot of enemies are immune to proportional damage, so I'm not quite sure if it does work on them, but like I say, it increases your damage you do by 10% of your current HP, and that's from that story enemy you pass. Steel Reaper weapon, you find this as you make your way forward. This is where it is, so you sort of come through here. That's where we just fought that enemy where we got the Gauzy drive from. That's where we fought that sort of story enemy, and not long after that you'll sort of make your way up here and you'll find the Steel Reaper in this purple chest just before you have to run across. Basically, just before you have to run across the sort of railing on the wall. You can't miss this one enemy, really. It's quite easy to see. So this is it, yeah, Steel Reaper. And that's mainly your strength based weapon, that one. Focus on strength, that one. We're here now, storage depot, upper level. So this isn't long after where we got that weapon just beforehand, this Steel Reaper. And basically here we're going to find the last board, assassin board number 3. After this you should have all the boards. As long as you brought everything from the old snapper that's available and you beat all the Fort Condor players, this will be the last board, assassin board number 3, and that will be board number 10. You don't need all the boards for a trophy, but I'm just showing you all this just because it's another collectible. So assassin board number 3, and I'll just show you here in the inventory, just so you can see exactly what its sort of benefits are. So come into key items, and there it is, assassin board number 3. So it's got speed 3, so it's quite good, this one, but its only downside is that it's not got really any materia to use on it. That's its only downside. And yeah, that's the last board. That should be 10 that you have. Next up is the elemental materia, and this one is a little bit of a brief puzzle you've got here to get this one. I don't think I'd even class it as a puzzle. It's not really that difficult. So this is where it is. You can't miss this really. I mean, you can see it. I mean, you may not be able to work out how to get it, but you can't miss sight. You know, you can't miss getting eyes on it. You can see it just there in the left corner. When you hit that switch, you can just see it on the corner of that middle platform. You have to come across here. You just hit the switch, by the way, to change, obviously, what way the railings are positioned there. You hit that, and then you hit this one. Hit it again, the same one. Now, when you come across here, this is where it's easy to miss. You can actually go up here. It looks like you have to go all the way across, which you do, but you can actually go up here, and this is a bit that's easy to miss. So you come up here, and once you're up here, you need to go and find a gap in the fence panel. No, not there. That's a pole where we go down to get back down to the bottom where we have to go. Yeah, so come over to this little broken patch in the fence, so you can actually lob your shuriken at it without any obstructions, and then it will rotate the railing, and you can run across and make your way to that middle platform. And there you'll get the elemental materia. Just show you one more time where it is. Measure drive. This is another accessory which becomes sort of active when you've got a Cavonian drive equipped, and you get it from defeating the story enemy as you progress through the shipping facility. And similar to the Gauzy drive, like I said, this only works when you've got the Cavonian armlet equipped, and this is slightly different. This increases damage dealt inversely proportional to your current MP. So what that means is it's the opposite. So the less MP you have, the more damage you do on that one. And this key item here, I'm not sure what it's for, but I'm just lobbing it in here anyway. The note from Zihi, it's just in that crate just near where you have to progress on the elevator, just where you have to be, just before we have to smash all the crates on the way down. I think that's just to tell you that you can smash a crate as you're making your way up. Yeah, sorry, that measure drive, yeah, it increases damage. The lower MP you have, the more damage it gives you. And I'm by the way, I'm not quite sure on the exact amount it increases your damage, by the way. That's something I need to do a bit more testing on. But as you go forward a bit more, eventually you'll come across the magic up materia. So along that long path, that's the waste disposal plant. And then it'll bring you up to the main pillar maintenance facility here. And you've got two paths, you can go left or right where it forks, but go left and you'll find the magic up just in this corner. You only get one magic up on the DLC, unfortunately, but here it is, magic up, the only one here. And then after that, we've got the time materia. This is the last materia you're going to find. Sorry, not time, lightning, sorry. And this is the last materia you're going to find here. And this materia will respawn. Lightning is, you can buy lightning as much as you want from the vending machine or from the item shop. So that's it, lightning, guys. And that's the last sort of collectible you're going to find in chapter 1. And to end that part, I'm just going to show you the trophy you get from beating chapter 1. So once you beat chapter 1, you defeat the boss and you got a little bit more story. Eventually you go on the train and you get a trophy, guys. Takes 2 IDs to tango. Complete chapter 1. Yeah, so that's all the collectible, guys, for the first chapter. I hope it helped. I'm going to do the same for chapter 2. Yeah, so hope it helped, guys. Thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video.
Yeah.